The game just changed, and nobody saw it coming. For decades, we've been told one story about Russia, NATO, and the global power struggle unfolding before our eyes. But what if everything we've been fed is carefully crafted theater? Professor Jeffrey Sachs, one of the world's most respected economists and geopolitical analysts, has just revealed something that's sending shockwaves through Washington's corridors of power. Russia's next strategic move isn't what the Pentagon predicted, isn't what the media is reporting, and it's definitely not what NATO prepared for. We're talking about a calculated shift that could rewrite the entire global order, from energy markets to military alliances, from the dollar's dominance to the very foundation of Western influence. This isn't speculation or clickbait. This is about understanding the real chess game happening right now while most Americans are being distracted by surface-level headlines. The implications for our economy, our national security, and our place in the world are massive. What Sachs has uncovered will make you question everything you thought you knew about this conflict, and why our leaders might be sleepwalking us into the biggest strategic miscalculation of the century. Let me be absolutely clear with you right from the start. What we're about to discuss isn't coming from some armchair analyst or political pundit trying to push an agenda. Professor Jeffrey Sachs has spent decades inside the machinery of global economics and international relations. This is a man who advised governments during the fall of the Soviet Union, who's worked directly with the United Nations, who understands how power really moves behind the scenes. And when someone with his credentials starts raising alarm bells about what's actually happening between Russia and NATO, we need to pay attention. Because here's what most Americans don't realize. The narrative we're being sold every single night on the evening news is so far removed from the strategic reality on the ground that it's almost dangerous. We're living in a moment where perception and reality have divorced completely, and that gap could cost us everything. So let's talk about what Russia is actually doing right now, because it's not what you think. While Western media has been obsessing over battlefield updates and the daily back and forth of territorial gains and losses, Russia has been playing an entirely different game. They've been building something that NATO never prepared for, never war-gamed, and honestly never believed was possible. We're talking about a fundamental restructuring of global trade relationships, energy dependencies, and military partnerships that sidesteps the entire Western-dominated system that's been in place since World War II. Professor Sachs has been one of the few voices willing to say out loud what many analysts are whispering in private. Russia isn't trying to win a conventional conflict in the way we understand it. They're trying to make the Western economic weapon system irrelevant, and they might actually be succeeding. Think about what happened when the West decided to unleash the most comprehensive sanctions package in modern history. The assumption, and this was stated explicitly by